Hey YouTube, this is Bulba7772, and today I'm doing just kind of a new thing that I think I'm going to be starting. It is just kind of where I talk about, whatever I want to talk about, and I'll do it while I'm walking home from school. I choose to walk home each day. I'm nah, don't come get me, I'll walk. And then I figured, why not make videos some of those days? So, yeah, here's my first one. So you can probably guess what I wanted to talk about today, as it's probably the title of the video. It is the Star Wars Episode VII casting rumors, quote unquote. And the reason it's quote unquote is because it's not really a rumor. Everything that we know about this is pretty much legit true. They are casting somebody for Leia's daughter. They are also casting somebody for another kid of Luke, Han, and Leia. And that one looks like Ben. His name is Alex Pettyfer, I believe. He's in some movies. Magic Mike, I Am Number 4, I believe. Those are two of them. And, some other stuff. And he looks just like Ben Skywalker, so, I can only assume that he's going to be playing Ben. Now, for the second one that we got, her name is, Rachel Hurdwood, I believe. And she is a redhead. And she is potentially going to be playing Jaina Solo, because that's Leia's daughter. And I'm just assuming that they're going with the expanded universe. If not, I'll be upset, but I don't see why they wouldn't go with the expanded universe, because it would just, make no sense for them to blow off all of those fans. Anyway, that's a video for a different day. So we're getting we have two people, Pettyfer and Hurdwood. And I know I said this before, but I'll say it again. Alex Pettyfer looks just like Ben Skywalker. It's amazingly similar. So I don't see how they could cast him for anyone other than Ben. And I may in this video at some point give out some spoilers for a couple of the books, like Legacy series, Fate series, New Jedi Order series, and Crucible. So I don't think it'll be too bad, but, pretty much just well-known facts. So, in the expanding universe, there's some characters who have died, and since they're casting for Ben and Jaina, Leia's daughter, which could potentially be Jaina, and Ben, another character which looks exactly like Ben and is going to be, kid of the big three. I kind of assume that it is going to be them as well, because first of all, the ages would fit right with the ages of the big three, and second of all, those are two of the only surviving characters who are extremely well known from the EU. Let's look at the other children. Anakin Skywalker, or Anakin Solo, sorry. Anakin Solo got killed in the Zhanvang War. Jason Solo got killed in Legacy, or Darth Caedus did, by Jaina, more or less. So, it doesn't look like they're casting for those two at the moment, which may mean that they're following continuity, which, I can only hope and pray for lack of a better term. So, aside from that, we haven't gotten any word on Mara, and, she's dead. If they do what I'm thinking, then she'd be dead at this time period, too. And then another character, which would be the hardest to explain that they're dead, but it would be Chewbacca. And if I can see them retconning some stuff, and the Chewbacca not dying could be one of the things I see them retconning, but not that I would like that, because I would not like that they retconned and brought him back to life. Eth Koth that was like one thing, because his death really just, like, he crashed in a gunship, right? No big deal. Then they were like, oh, bring him back in the Clone Wars. And all of his death was only mentioned, like, in one of those source books. Chewbacca's death was a huge part of the Yuuzhan Vong War, because it showed that they could kill off main characters. And it took an entire planet to take Chewbacca down. And he saved the life of Anakin. I believe it was Anakin who he saved. So he sacrificed himself. It wasn't a pointless death, is what I'm getting at. So it would be very disappointing if they ended up retconning it. But as the people we can see, and this is just me going on the assumption that they're going to be using the expanded universe, which I just want to point out there, it would suck so bad if they just threw it all away. If nothing else, like, they could, preserve it, like, you know how Marvel and DC, and I'm talking about the comics, like, okay, they have a movie universe, they have a TV show universe, multiple for each, actually, but, like, the comic universes for each, there's more than one. But Star Wars has never done that. Star Wars has been a straight line, of course, with the Clone Wars when that came out. There have been a couple of retcons, but like Evan Peel, Darth Maul, Barasafi, and everything. But a couple of minor-ish retcons aren't gonna hurt. Barasafi one still made me upset, but that's a topic for a different video. Anyway, my point is that Star Wars is a straight line. It's not two different paths that you can choose which one you like better because they're both canon. It is just one story, goes through, and if there are retcons, it retcons himself, but, like, it doesn't completely destroy it. So my point here is I do not want them to end up destroying the expanded universe after episode 6 with these new movies, because that would be very irritating. But the back to the people who played Jaina, who are going to be playing potential roles in episode 7. I think that the girl who they're getting to play Jaina, it kind of looks like Jaina, but I think that they could get somebody a bit better. As they have makeup crew and they could dye her hair and everything, but, like, young Jaina to me looks like, that age Jaina to me looks exactly like Princess Leia. So I was hoping that they could get somebody who kind of bore a resemblance to Carrie Fisher, at least somewhat. But I know that that'd be difficult, but this looks like, I guess they could get it to look like Jaina. It's just, to me, it doesn't really look like Jaina too much, and it's a bit odd. Now with the Ben, it does look like Ben completely, and I don't know this actor, which I'll get to my no actor things in a minute, but I don't know this guy, even though, like, he's played in quite a few movies, and he looks just like Ben. So, because he looks just like Ben, I would be perfectly okay with him playing in this. A couple of things I do not like about the, or not that I don't like, that I don't want for casting, is I don't want well-known actors. Here's an example I gave the first time I tried to film this video. Johnny Depp gets in the new Star Wars movies, right? And, like, he plays a Jedi, a Sith, a smuggler, just something. You're like, oh, okay, Captain Jack Sparrow's in Star Wars. No, I don't want to associate him with another name that another character that he has played in a different movie series, like it or not. Because, I was a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean, all of them, even the newest one, and I think I really like Johnny Depp. He's a cool actor. I just do not want him in Star Wars, if that makes sense. So I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about. If you guys, I'll try to put a link to the article that had the potential, rumors for Jaina and Ben. in the description. And then, what are your guys' opinions? Do you think that they're going to follow the expanded universe? Do you think that they're just going to retcon everything and completely start with a completely new slate? Do you think these people look like they can make a good Jaina and Ben? Do you think that they're going to play other characters? Because this is, he did say that the girl was trying out for a role of Leia's daughter, and that the other one was going to be a kid of the big three, but they weren't too specific. So, like, for all I know, they could have Anakin and Jaina and Jason and Ben all there, and that guy could be playing Anakin, which would be kind of funny because I would always think he was Ben. So yeah, that's pretty much it with my video, and I'll try to be doing more of these talk things. Most of them will probably be about Star Wars too. So thank you for watching, and until next time, keep collecting. Bye.